Okay, here's my intro. There was so much wind today, I was just going to tell you what was going on here, but basically, this is my intro for my 5 basic things to remember while riding for anybody, beginners on up to pros. But here I am trying to whack some golf balls. I got a youth camp coming up with 12 to 16-year-olds, and the other day, me and a little woman were walking around with a bunch of Goodwills, and I found this driver for 65 cents, so I figured I'd try and brush up on some driving some golf balls, and this is me making my 3 attempts to do so. And yeah, there's the fat boy adjusting his pants. And let's check out his swing here. His stance really sucks, but hey, you gotta start somewhere. But it's gonna be fun for us. Me and the youth kids get together and whack some balls. Try it across the river. If you can get across the river, that's decent. I think I got 1 across the river out of about 7. So, but having some fun. Here we are in late June, and it's beautiful out. The wind is like kicking today. So this is my intro, and here's video tip coming at you. 5 basic things to remember while riding your dirt bike. Please enjoy. Come on, fat boy, whack that ball. Come on, whack it. Ow! Yo, how you guys doing? Good afternoon. Sunday, fun day here. Just got finished doing some riding with some buddies, and it's kind of warm. Got some good breeze going on, but not too bad for Sunday in South Jersey. Got some rain last night, so that's always a good thing. Coming at you with some tips today. Today it's a little different. Just 5 basic tips, more for beginners, but you know everybody can learn something. Just 5 basic tips to always remember to help people. Some of them are going to sound redundant. Redundant meaning repeat myself. That's a pretty big word for a dumb redneck like me. But look ahead, you know, and I've changed the look ahead thing. Instead of look ahead, I always tell guys to hold their head up more. If you hold your head up more, you're more upright, you can see more in your peripheral of what's coming at you. The woods, it can throw a lot at you with trees, roots, what's going on the ground, obviously, with, you know, branches, everything going on with turns, ruts, anything you can imagine. It's why it's not easy to ride everybody through the woods at, you know, at a good speed, amount of speed. Hold your head up so there's more in your peripheral, and get in the habit of when you come out of a turn, scanning the ground all the way to the next turn. So you're more ready for what's coming. The faster you go, the further ahead you got to look. Just raising your head up. It doesn't mean you don't scan back to your pick wheel, but always trying to pick your head up and look a couple bike lengths ahead of where you're actually at. Trying to carry that speed and momentum. The more you stand, if you're more of a stander like me, the more you have to emphasize holding your head up. Something to be conscious of. And always asking yourself, you know, you know, the next step to that is, you know, looking ahead, reading the trail, holding your head up. Where do I want my front wheel? Thinking, okay, yep, I see that line. A lot of times when guys just focus right here on the trail right in front of them, you know, whatever's developed, if it's a race or hair scramble, enduro, whatever, the 12, 16-inch window of trail that everybody else has hammered, they're focused on that and they never really get out of that. Looking up, a lot of times, you can always see a different line and straighten things out. From point A, where you are, to point B, the quickest, straightest line. A lot of times there'll be a dog leg in the trail and there's no reason for it. And, you know, if you can straight line it, a lot of times that's just, you know, a third of a second or a quarter of a second here and there. So something always to look at. Something I see a lot of with kids too, and just parents to be aware of it. You know, I always tell guys, you know, in light of that look ahead thing, try and push your visor up. You know, you want to ride with your visor all the way up. I think with it pushed down, it looks like kind of like a goober anyway. But with it pushed up, you know, in a proper riding stance, you know, aggressive attack position, with your visor down, a lot of times it limits you from looking ahead, or holding your head up and seeing what's in your peripheral. So, and then parents a lot of times will, you know, place a GoPro mount right here at the back of their visor, and therefore they can't push their visor up anymore. So just be aware of that. Push that visor up. Number 2, relax. You know, try and ride more relaxed. But you know, and take that a step further. The thing I think that helps people ride more relaxed is simply just focusing on your breathing. Okay, I've said this so many times. Something I learned a long time ago at endurocross was, you know, because endurocross is very physical and cardio-wise, to focus on your breathing. And I like it because this way I put it to people is simple and easy. Simple and easy is the way to go for me. But ride with your mouth open and you just focus on one thing, and that's blow out. So while your mouth open. So like 3 or 4 times, you're just sitting there while you're watching this video with a simple hesitation in between each time you blow out. What happens is your body naturally takes air in order to blow out one more time. It takes in just enough to blow out one more time. And it helps when you focus on this, it helps you ride more relaxed. And because your torso is more relaxed. So if your torso is more relaxed, your arms are going to be relaxed, you're going to be more relaxed on the bike. The simple other thing is, a lot of people, I think, when they don't focus on their breathing, we get in a tense situation, you hold on tight. When you hold on tight, you constrict your hands, your arms, and it comes into your torso, and therefore you actually are constricting your breath and holding your breath. We've all been there, so just focus on that breathing and just that simple, and when you're putting your helmet on, getting that mode of this, it's going to help you keep more relaxed. The other thing is, a lot of people just, if you take that deep breath in and blow out, a lot of times when you take that deep breath in, just like you do at the doctor's office, when he puts the stethoscope on your back, tells you to take a deep breath. When you take that deep breath, you actually are tensing up your chest cavity. If you focus on just blowing out, the air that you take in between each one is more relaxed, and you're not as tense in here. So, something to think about. If you can ride more relaxed, it's going to be a lot easier, and you're going to be able to find that flow that we all try and tend to look for. I'm going to try and limit the ums here. There's another one. Number 3 is your hand and elbow position. Trying to kind of put 2 together, and I know this is another one I've been redundant on, but your hand position, I always see guys say, okay, just push your arms up, and I did for years too. I always told guys, ride with your elbows up. But if you don't help that with that proper hand position, you're never going to keep your elbows up. Okay, the proper hand position is you want to hold on to the hand grip like you do a golf club, a tennis racket, which I don't do much of either. But you want to think of grabbing the throttle like you grab a doorknob. It's kind of on an angle. How do you know if you got it right? The telltale thing is you want to see like a pizza pie of grip, a triangle piece of grip in here between your thumb and your pointer finger, that little webbing. A lot of times guys will hold on straight and there's nothing. And then you try to keep your elbow up and there's a kink in your wrist. You don't want that kink. Roll your hand forward, push your palm out a little bit, grip like you would a tennis racket, golf club, and then it'll allow you to keep your elbows up, out away from your sides more. This is going to help a lot of things. As you've seen in my other videos, it's going to help from transition from sitting to standing. But overall, the elbows up at hand position is just going to give you a better sense of leverage on the dirt bike. Leverage and control to keep you in control. Okay. Number 4. We're already at number 4. Moving quickly here. Number 4 is just simply turning your feet in towards the dirt bike. By turning your feet in, okay, this is going to allow you to keep a better grip all the way through your bike. Again, the old thing was, the motor thing, always tell people, grip with your legs, grip with your knees, grip with your knees, grip with your knees, hold your legs in. It all starts with your feet. If you don't turn your feet in, you're going to have a hard time gripping with your knees and your legs. Okay? And I'm sure you would agree that your legs are a lot stronger than our arms, and most people, most everything. So by turning your feet in, it's going to help you utilize more of your leg to steer and control and keep better balance and control of the dirt bike. So keep your feet in. Note, wow, this is something I'm making note of, but it's tough because I see it a lot. And just parents to understand, just keep at it. A kid that grew up riding any kind of bike with a motor cases that stuck out pretty far past the foot peg, he makes that transition to a bigger bike or without that, and man, his feet are always out like this. Break that habit. Put his feet back more on the ball the foot, not the arch, and turn his feet in. Just something I've seen a lot of. It's a shame they make bikes like that, but it does happen in transition. So keep your feet in more. It's going to help you have better control. And here we are at number 5. Number 5. Another one we've been redundant about. Keep a finger on the clutch. And sorry, I used my middle finger. I'm not trying to be ignorant or anything. Keep one finger at least on the clutch at all times. It's going to allow you to get, when you get into that situation where it's like, whoa, out of control or something like that, you can pull the clutch in, kill power to the rear wheel, and the front wheel is no longer driving. A lot of times when you get into a bad position and the throttle's on and there's no finger on the clutch, from there, there's sometimes no coming back. Excuse me. We've often been there, all of us. So always keep a finger on the clutch and think of it as, don't pull it in excessively. It's just there if you need it. Just a simple pull in will help you regain your composure, get your body position back where it needs to be. Kills power, so therefore you're shutting off the button. A lot of times just by hitting the brake with the power on, it ain't gonna do anything. So always keep that finger on the clutch. So, okay. Gotta get cleaned up here and hit some chores here. Sunday afternoon chores. But weather's nice and it's, I don't know, summer's turning out pretty good so far. So stay safe. Please feel free to comment, subscribe, like, dislike if you want to. I don't care. Whatever. Anybody commenting on it is welcome. And feel free to comment and just if you have any kind of input. I like doing this and I like helping people, and it just makes me, give back to sport of dirt bikes that gave me so much. So I've met a lot of cool people and been a lot of cool places. So this is the old man saying later. Thanks.